Hello everyone, this is the Stallion76, and today I wanted to talk about some of the interesting games that I play for PC as well as Xbox and so on. Recently I've actually sold my PlayStation 3. I hear that there's problems with PlayStation 3 getting contracts, so they're not able to get a lot of games that I really am interested in playing. There is a complaint that I want to make before I get into some of the games that I enjoy. I notice on Xbox as well as many of the other consoles, they spend a lot of time doing shoot-'em-up games nowadays. Most of your games, like let's say you go to Blockbuster Video and you want to rent a game, for Xbox and PlayStation 3, they all seem to be military, Call for Duty, games where you're coming out into some war and fighting and all that. And, I can understand it makes sense if you're wanting to do like a lot of co-op games, multiplayer, but I've never been someone who's really into military stuff. If you're a young person and you're interested in doing games that involve, a lot of cutesy shit, colorful stuff, or a lot of movement, you might want to get a Wii. We also have a Wii, and you can box, you can play baseball, and you can move the controllers around, and they seem to be simulated based upon the electronic current that goes through the controller to the thing. Of course, it's got wireless as well if you don't want to do the ones with wires, which makes more sense if you're wanting to run around, do track, or do boxing, or any of that stuff. Lately, I've been playing games like Fallout 3. See, very popular game, and Fable 2. One of the things that makes Fallout 3 different than most of your military games, because as most of you know, Fallout 3 is based upon the end of the world. It's like pre-apocalyptic stuff. The game is about the bombs have been dropped, the world is destroyed, and now you as a human being, you escape from a vault, like an underground bomb shelter, and you're basically, the purpose of the game is to find your father, who's come up missing, who used to live in the vault with you. He plays, of course, I believe Liam Neeson is the one who plays the voice for the father character, who's the doctor. He takes off, and I think he's got some kind of experiment that he's wanting to do, because I haven't defeated the game yet. I've been doing a lot of side quests and things like that, taking on raiders and such. But, the doctor, I believe he's trying to come up with some kind of water purification machine in order to, or at least chemicals that can fix the water, because as you know, for those who are fans of Fallout 3, the water is radiated all over the land. You can drink a little bit of it, but you have to take a lot of this Rad-X shit in order to get the radiation out of your character. It is a pretty cool game. There's a lot of talking, and there's a lot of things where whenever you go up to like an NPC, a non-playable character, you have obstacles and choices of being able to talk to people, and they actually seem to talk back to you. It's really cool. Where you can see their mouth moving, and you have choices of what you can pick to say to them and what they say back to you. Kind of reminds me when I was younger, I used to read these books where when you got to the bottom of the page, you got to make decisions, and then that decision would take you to another part of the book, and then you would live out that storyline. It's basically an RPG. It's not something where you just directly get into the game and do what you got to do. It's another one of those type of games too, where you can travel over long, extensive amounts of lands and stuff and explore. If you're someone who likes to explore and just see new stuff, it's cool. The problem with the game, though, is that it's very limited on environments. All you see all the time is destroyed buildings, destroyed garbage. You're walking through trash all the time, and even though it looks real and it looks cool, I played the thing for a few weeks straight, and it just didn't ever seem to get it didn't seem to get beautiful or anything. It didn't seem to continue to entrap my attention, because the environment was it was a wasteland, basically. However, that changed when I got a hold of this game right here called Fable 2. Fable 2 is another RPG where you can make decisions on if you want to be an evil guy or a good guy. You can get so evil in the game and so corrupt that your guy actually grows horns like the mythological Satan, and his eyes will start glowing. If you murder people, steal, destroy, and all that, your character actually takes on the form of a demon. My character is called a saint because I do all good things and heroic stuff, and I try to help people out in the video game. I've also a couple times played co-op and multiplayer with other people, including my son. I have to say that the option to turn it on where everybody can talk to you and you can hear what they say is very annoying. There's a lot of noise and a lot of bullshit chatter, a lot of nerds trying to pick up chicks and everything like that while you're trying to enjoy your fantasy world. The whole point of playing a game like Fable 2, like Final Fantasy, is so you can get what would be the word called? I guess totally condensed into the game. Enveloped, I guess is what I was trying to say. And when you've got, little kids sitting there going, "Can I have some gold? Can I have some money? I just bought my hammer and now I can't fight anymore or buy a house." So it's like, oh man, just leave me alone. I'm trying to enjoy my game. My son, he's doing really good in Fable 2, and he's pretty good at Fallout 3. Right now he's playing a game called Civilization, I believe.
Yeah.
Sid Meier's Civilization, and it looks like a pretty interesting game. I'm sitting here watching him on our second flat screen TV in the house, and it seems like it's got a lot of potential. But I would recommend Fable 2 as well as Fallout 3. They're very interesting games, and I do have to say there are a couple glitches that I've noticed and stuff that have caused me to have to restart games and stuff, but besides that, the environments in Fable 2 are just unbelievable. They have to be more beautiful than what I've ever seen Warcraft have or any fantasy genre out there. It almost reminds me of Final Fantasy mixed with Zelda, that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool. Well, you've been listening to The Stallion, and I hope you enjoy this video. I'm going to be doing some more stuff here in a little bit.